Snow day. Great to have you here. Phone number to join, as always. Going to be a busy day. Get in now. 888-808-1019. Never thought I'd have a late February Monday where the lead story is hockey. Can tell you that. But good afternoon, Big Mac. How are you today, kid?
I'm doing great, Craig. How are you? No snow day for us.
That's right.
We're here.
Look, you either take your job seriously or you don't. Right? I mean, that's how it is. We're non-essential workers, I can tell you that. But we got a job to do. So you quit your bitching. You get in the car last night, if you can. You drive your ass into New York City. You have a couple cocktails with your coworkers. And then you get into work because that's the job. I don't care if you got a dog at home. I don't care if you just landed from Minnesota. You get your ass to work because they pay us a good deal of money to sit on our asses and talk about sports while the rest of you schleps are out there shoveling snow. Talking about my wife. Yeah. Complaining about the wind and all that stuff. But obviously, we hope you're well. We hope you're healthy. And 90% of you took today off or were forced to take today off. So hopefully you got the radio on and got the fireplace going, some hot schnapps. A little schnapps.
Hot schnapps?
Oh, yeah.
Little hot toddy?
Hot toddy.
You'd be a hot toddy guy.
I'm a big hot toddy guy.
I could see that.
So it's interesting. So I did not get up at 8 o'clock.
No?
I woke up for the start of the third period, which is basically all you needed to see from the third period on. And it was awesome. So let's just call it the way it was. Olympic gold medal hockey, USA versus Canada, was awesome. I've seen video of people watching at 5 o'clock in the morning in California. Obviously, I've seen people out in Long Island watching at Borelli's and other places that were open early so we can enjoy the hockey. And it was awesome. And I know I don't want to be cliche here, but it's everything awesome about sports. Like that one game. I am not a hockey fan. I watched from the third period on. I didn't make a point of getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Right. I know a lot of you did, and I totally get that. But what an amazing event and everything awesome about sports. I know it's cliche. It's like, all right, come up with something better. But that's why we love sports so much, for moments like that.
Yeah, and it was a great moment, and everything about it, after it and everything. But, they care so much, and you could tell. It's rivalry. Yeah. It's also that on top of it. It's not, 1980, and it's the first time they've won gold since 1980, obviously. But it's not like the same kind of politics, U.S. versus Russia. But this U.S.-Canada thing is legit. It's real, whatever we think about it. Because I'm kind of with you. I watched the third period. I watched more than that. But I'm not live or die with the American team. I'm just not. I know, maybe a lot of us are. I am. Yeah, I'm a Ranger fan more than I am a hockey fan, and it's definitely my fourth sport. But it was fun to watch. It was an incredible game, and then afterwards, seeing how much it meant to them, seeing them skate around with Johnny Gaudreau's jersey was incredible.
I don't know how you watch that and don't cry. Right?
And Jack Hughes, who gets the goal, he gets his teeth knocked out earlier in the game. Yeah. He scores the game-winning goal. He does that press. He does the media after. He's just so proud to be an American. It was just it felt a little bit like Hulk Hogan. It was almost like that kind of it was awesome. America. It was awesome.
Yeah, and I look, I'm not going to watch hockey tomorrow. No, because of it. I'm not going to lie to you about that. No, but for what it was. USA versus Canada, which is what the matchup had to be like. If the gold medal game was USA versus Latvia,
we wouldn't have watched.
We would not have watched it. Some people would have, obviously, you're a hockey fan, but it would not have captivated us in the manner it does. And I was just thinking, because there's nothing negative about it at all. And it's one of those rare moments where we're all kind of united. We're all aligned. USA, gold, we beat Canada. It's their sport, not our sport. It'd be like us losing to... Right. I don't know, pick a country in basketball. That's our sport. That's our thing. Yeah. We have to dominate that, which is why the Canes are being such bitches right now about we dominated the game. You lost the game.
Absolutely.
It's our sport. Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup in 30 years because we took it over. Because that's what we do as Americans. We find something you're good at and we take it from you. Yeah. And that's the beauty of America.
I think that has a lot to do with it. I was thinking about this. I think that has a lot to do with it, the idea that this is Canada's game.
Yes.
It's like any other sport, not just basketball. Let's be honest, baseball, America's pastime.
That's right.
Even this world WBC, the United States hasn't always won it, but it's the United States. Football, the United States, it's starting to grow. Basketball's become an international game, but it started here. Yeah. Hockey is Canada's sport.
They own it.
And it's our probably fourth most popular. And the idea that I think that's part of it too, because I think the hockey fan in general feels slighted by the coverage it gets and how we feel about it. And the idea that they took the game that they love, their favorite sport here, and went and beat Canada, that's their everything is hockey. I think that has a lot to do with why there's a lot of people who are really because
let's be honest, we like to brag.
We like to.
That's what we do as Americans. We're braggarts, and we've been braggarts since 1776. Like that's what we do best.
Yeah,
we flex, we peacock, we bow out our chest.
Right.
That's right, Canadians. We own your sport.
Sure,
but yeah,
it's a hard pill to swallow.
And look, the Gaudreau jersey thing and bringing those two beautiful little kids out there. You know, look, I don't know how you don't cry and get emotional watching that, and how obviously important that family is to those kids on the Olympic team. And it's kind of sad to me, though, that you watch that and, like, I know we've said this before in other Olympic games where USA, Canada, even though we lost, are like, well, that should be the impetus for Americans to get more into hockey, right? Mm-hmm. And they've said that about soccer for 100 years. Oh, this World Cup, the women's great run. The men getting to, to the medal round stage. Mm-hmm. It's like, that's going to make Americans want to start playing soccer. Well, it's not. It didn't. And sadly, as great as yesterday was, and it was great, it is a top 10 international moment, I think, for American sports. Mm-hmm. It's not going to move the needle when it comes to Rangers Devils next Wednesday. And I'm making that up. I'm not sure if they play.
This is where
are you more apt to watch an extra Rangers game this year?
No.
An Islander game, a Devils game?
No.
Probably not.
No. And this is where, I don't want to rain on the parade. And you said we all agree on it. We all agree it was awesome. It was a great game. If they would have lost, right? If it was Connor McDavid, who actually ended up winning the MVP even for the whole tournament despite losing it. If Connor McDavid scores that goal and Canada wins, are we devastated this morning?
We're a little bit upset, but then we come back with, Connor McDavid's pretty good.
Yeah, Connor McDavid's pretty good. Now who the Rangers going to trade? Let's see if the Islanders can get hot.
Right.
That's where.
Do you think the Devils?
It's a 3-week tournament. This team's been together for a month.
I agree.
It's hard. It's easy to get behind your country, but the idea that we were all I saw so many people. I couldn't take it. I can't breathe. You really can't breathe.
Well, I would say this. I'm going to push back on that against you a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, I could name 3 guys on the American team before this tournament started. Mm-hmm. I knew the Tkachuk brothers. I know of the Hughes brothers because he plays in Jersey. Didn't know his brother's name. Mm-hmm. To be honest, I still don't know Jack Hughes' brother's name.
Yeah.
Kind of like a weird first name, right?
He said Paul the other day, and I just went with it. So
Quinn? Is that Quinn? I know Quinn. Yeah, now I know 2 Quinns.
That's it.
But I will say this. The thing... I've always said about sports is that the odds is what makes sports great. Blowouts suck.
I agree.
And they suck on both sides, right? So the fact that you got the red, white, and blue on the chest, and I'm proud to be an American, and I'm not a huge Olympic guy, and I don't know if half these sports, never watched them, right? But I want America to win at all of them. So the fact that we got overtime with the ladies, overtime with the men, how could you not be edge of your seat if you decided to sit down on the couch and watch the game?
No, I guess
the competitiveness was great.
No doubt. Oh, incredible
game. One goal,
game.
next shot could go and it wins.
And we could argue whether or not it should be 3-on-3 in the overtime or whatever. But no doubt, incredible game, incredible drama, awesome. But if they lost.
I go on my day.
I go on my day.
By the way, I go on my day anyway.
But I'm just saying, the Yankees lose, and I you don't want to talk to me or be around me for 2 weeks.
So let me answer your question.
It's different.
Yankees lose a series to Baltimore in mid-May. You're more upset about that than happy about the U.S. Olympians winning gold. Fair to say or not fair to say?
Yeah, probably fair to say.
Yeah. See, that's the
probably
point.
Fair to say.
Right.
I'm not going to lie. Probably fair to say. I was rooting for them. I wanted them to win. I have no problem rooting for Devils or Islanders or anybody else once they're in Team America. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Same thing with the World Baseball Classic. I'll be rooting for America no matter it's a Red Sox up against a Yankee pitcher from Dominican. I'm rooting
for your country.
I have no problem. It's easy for me to separate the two.
Yeah, because that guy's not wearing a Red Sox jersey.
Exactly right.
I agree.
I have zero issue. I have zero concern as a Ranger fan that a Devil won the game. None. I am perfectly happy to watch him go Star-Spangled Banner.
Well, you'd be foolish to have a problem with that.
But at the same time, it was nice. It was fun. I'm glad they won.
Yeah, and today's Monday.
It's hard to get excited about it. We got snow. I'm shoveling out my car. I got a million things going on. It was cool.
You shoveled out your car because you got cheap on us is what happened. because you dropped a good number on a garage with your beautiful wife on a date night.
I was in the
and
city
you're not
all
going to
weekend.
spend another $70 or $90
I was not.
on a garage.
I parked Saturday night for $90. I wasn't doing it again.
Right, you're like, so, I brought a shovel.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get plowed in. Let me shovel out so I can try to go home after the show tonight.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it.
Plus, I always like to do things. Not only that, every once in a while, you want to just do something athletic too. Believe it or not, you want.
But you could have a heart attack out there.
Well, now I know I'm good.
No joke.
I know I'm good.
Yes, you successfully shoveled your car.
I made it through shoveling
but you also,
snow. I'm feeling better.
They're going to plow it again, though.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to.
You're going to be shoveling in the dark tonight.
Yeah, I don't think by much, though. I cleaned off the car completely. I've shoveled out. And they already plowed, and they only really plow. I parked on the left side. The plows all go right. So the right side's worse than the left side. Right. So I'm better there. But even after they plowed, there was like a 3-foot from car to the middle of the street where they plowed of just untouched snow. So I don't know if
they're just plowing the center.
They're plowing just the center. So I don't know if they're going to come back and make it a wider thing the second time around.
You better hope they don't.
I'll live. It took me a half hour in the middle of the day.
But now it's going to be nighttime. Going to be dark outside.
But I don't have to clean off the car.
The rats come out to play. Yeah. Well, if you need my help after the show, but you got to leave at 6.
Yeah. That's what I thought. No, you're not going to wait around till 7 to help me dig out?
100% not.
Okay.
Like, I'm a lot of things, most of them good.
Yeah.
But I'm at the stage of my life where I'm not helping you move. Don't ask. I'm not helping you shovel at 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Now, if there's an emergency, obviously I'm your guy.
Right.
But you made the decision not to spend the $80 and park in a garage and park on the streets of Manhattan, knowing every food bar at the last storm.
Yes.
Right. And you just had this. This stroke of we can't food bar 2 storms, can we? So good luck to you.
It's supreme confidence in oneself. And that's what I have.
I appreciate
have supreme
that.
confidence that I'm going to be able to get out of that damn parking spot by hook or by crook.
Well, we got a lot to do. Obviously, Knicks last night did everything in their power to throw a game away against the Chicago Bulls, trying to lose. But that's back-to-back wins now for the Knicks. Great win against the Rockets, by the way.
Yeah.
At the Garden with that great fourth quarter, especially last 5 minutes. And then kind of a ho-hum performance yesterday. But let's give credit where credit is due. The most maligned New York Knick of the last 2 years, Karl-Anthony Towns, he's the reason we beat the Bulls. Period. Stop. And I know it's a bad team trying to lose games, but Karl-Anthony Towns showed you again. And that's why it's so crazy to me when Karl-Anthony Towns has his head on right and does all the things he did in the fourth quarter yesterday against the Chicago Bulls. The New York Knicks are an impossible out against everybody. When he plays the way we've seen him play far too often, then we can lose to anybody and everybody. And that's my problem with Karl-Anthony Towns. Coming up in a little bit, I think you'll be surprised when you compare the narrative on Karl-Anthony Towns to the actual performance of Karl-Anthony Towns. I think you'll be shocked. And my main man on Twitter, Tommy Beers, he gets credit for it. He put it out there today, and it's like jaw-dropping. Jaw-dropping.
I'm not denying that that's the case. We'll go over it. Maybe it is jaw-dropping. Maybe
when
it's
I give it to you, you're going to be like, because I said the same thing I think you're going to say, in a million years, I would have said you made that up. Okay. And we fact-checked it. Yeah. Everything is accurate.
No, I'm not. I believe you, but I'm just saying I don't think the narrative, I don't care what the numbers are, I don't think the narrative is like wildly unfair.
See, that's interesting.
We watch the games. Like, I know. I understand the numbers. I know one of them's probably going to be rebounds for sure because he's done really well rebounding the ball this year. But we've watched the games. We see the impact and we see the lack of impact. Right?
Yeah.
So, I get it, and I'm not saying those numbers won't surprise me. And I'm not even saying that maybe we're too hard on them or we're harder on them than we even think.
Yeah.
But I think the idea that this will somehow, whatever the numbers will be, somehow make me think, wow, we are totally unfair to Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's actually having a wonderful season. Well, I don't think I'm going to get there.
It's interesting because he's like the whipping boy of this team, right?
No doubt.
He's the guy that takes all the criticism, and I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think it's largely deserved.
Yes.
When the Knicks don't play well, the first guy you look at is Karl-Anthony Towns.
I agree.
And I think that's a fair statement to make. That being said, sometimes our eyes do lie to us.
That's true.
And I've watched every minute of every Knicks game like you have this year, and I would tell you that the biggest problem is the lack of consistency from Karl-Anthony Towns. He's good enough to dominate. He's good enough to carry the Knicks when Jalen's not having a great shooting night, and he's good enough to implode the Knicks. And I think you and I have seen the same thing. And then Tommy Beer puts out this tweet, and I fact check him on it, and he's not wrong. And I'm saying to myself, That's not what my eyes tell me. It's crazy when I show it to you.
We'll look through it, but I'm telling you, it's going to take a lot to bowl me over and suddenly be in the camp of we're being dramatically unfair to Karl-Anthony.
We're also very excited a little bit later on in the show. We have gotten the wheel.
Oh.
Yes, we'll be bringing back the award-winning game show. Name that number.
Oh, name that number.
It's going to be between you and either Petey or you and Anthony, or between the three of us.
Okay.
All right? I'll be Wink Martindale, your friendly game show host. What's wrong?
I'm just wondering when you have to put it on the line. Just one time.
Maybe this summer.
I'm wondering when you have to put it on the line. When you have to jump things.
Well,
when you have to answer questions under trivia guidelines.
There's an answer to that question.
And when is that? What is that?
When you come in with a wheel. I came in with a wheel today.
Okay, you came in with a wheel.
Now, the topics, this will be later this afternoon, and you can play along at home. And at some point, we'll do listeners versus you guys.
Okay.
Here are going to be your potential topics, okay? NBA champions.
Just NBA.
Well, no, you can't write them down. Because I know what you guys are all going to do. You're going to try to commit to short-term memory NBA champions. That's cheating.
How's that cheating?
Because you're going to go practice. You're going to study.
As long as I don't look it up, I don't see why that's cheating.
Okay, that's got to be your pledge to
100%.
us. Petey, do you pledge? You can write down the topics. You cannot go look them up.
Yeah, but can I start writing down?
No.
So I would have an idea of what number I would want to play to?
In your head, you can.
That's what I'm saying.
No pen to paper.
Why not?
Because it's cheating.
That's not cheating.
Of course it's cheating.
It's off the top of the head. I will not look it up. I'm not Googling anything.
Yeah, no Google. Wikipedia.
I'm not going to Wikipedia
Don't
anything.
Google.
But like you say, NBA
don't
champions.
Wikipedia. NBA champions, that's topic one.
I'm going to start naming NBA champions.
Okay, state capitals. That's topic two.
Don't do that.
Al Pacino movies.
Okay.
That's number three.
I'm good with that one.
NBA MVPs. That's number four.
Okay.
Home run champions annually. That's number five. Super Bowl MVPs, number six. World Series champions, number seven. And Super Bowl winners, number eight.
Okay.
Those are your topics.
Okay.
For name that number. That's later on this afternoon.
Okay.
Look, I always see him writing down. He's already writing down. He's already cheating.
It's not cheating.
I think it's kind of cheating a little bit.
I don't think so. Why can't I get my thoughts together?
Okay, get your thoughts together.
That's all.
If I see Google or Wikipedia, though, because there's no point if you're going to cheat, why play the game?
I agree.
Is that fair?
Yes.
It's like if you're going to say I got a 4 when you got a 6, why play golf? Right? You're just cheating yourself.
Point. That's a good point.
Yes, I hate cheaters in golf.
Oh.
Like if you shoot a 120, shoot a 120.
I'm not cheating.
Like we all watched you play.
Right.
You didn't shoot a 92. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating. You're saying the point of the game is how many can I name? So I'm
like going consecutively.
So I'm going through. And it's got to be in order.
Some are in order, some are not.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to just think in my head.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll direct down.
All I have is NBA. I was writing champs.
All right. We'll get to all of it. We'll get your phone calls as well. If you're out and about, if you're shoveling, if you got us on in front of the fireplace, we want to hear from you today. 888-828-1019. It's going to be a great afternoon. The whole crew is here today. Proud of everybody. That's called being a professional. Not every show here has that. Matter of fact, we are the first and only show on this radio station where everybody came to work.
That is true. So far today,
okay?
That is true.
So just remember that. Who's committed to you, the listener? The Carton Show with Big Mac.
That's right.
Middays, there was somebody missing. Mornings, 2 guys missing. One show is thoroughly committed to being here for you, and that's us. No days off till Memorial Day.
Damn right.
That's exactly right.
Damn right.
Look at all your calls.
Left my family at home for you people.
Yes,
you better listen.
That's right, because the guy called you. I should be at home right now. I called him up. I go, just so you know, the roads are shutting down at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
He's like, I guess I better come in. Then he goes, I love this also. He goes, can you get me a hotel room? I go, I'm on it. No problem.
Well.
So the company got us hotel rooms last night. Very nice of them, right? Mm-hmm. So I go in to check in. And you were sitting at the bar with Morash.
Yes.
I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, at the time.
Sean Madison there.
And Paulie Botts. And the guy at the front, nice kid at the front, he's like, I need a credit card. I go, no, you don't. There'll be no credit card from me to you. The company's got this, right? Mm-hmm. Company's very generous.
Yeah.
And he goes in the back, he checks, and yes, the company sent a form, all good. I come into the bar, and I go, Big Mac, you all set with your room? He goes, yeah. I go, you didn't give him a credit card, did you? What'd you say?
I said, why wouldn't I? Of course I gave him a credit card. So hopefully I spoke to them this morning though, and I said to you, They told me then because I said something to the woman. I had a woman behind the desk when I walked in.
Okay.
And I said, the company is sending me here so I could work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they pay. Well, just you give me the card now. It's just for this. We'll talk about that in the morning.
Boy, they sucker born every minute.
That's what I got.
That's called street smarts.
I gave the credit card.
So you gave the credit card.
And I don't believe I was charged. This morning she told me that if it is charged to my card, she will switch it. That she's aware that it's the company and that she'll take care of it.
Got it. Yep. So there you go. So
let's hope.
We had a nice dinner. We all put it on his room, figuring. Why not?
It's all right. I switched from Arash and Evan.
Oh, did you switch rooms?
Yes, I gave them my room.
You had a 2-bedroom, right?
Yes.
Or not 2-bedroom, 2 beds.
2 beds.
Right.
I checked in. I had 2 beds for some reason. They only had the one, so I switched with them.
Yeah, I had a nice 3-bedroom suite.
I'm sure you did.
It was really, I got to say, just a lovely stay at the 4 Point Sheraton.
It was
nice. Had a massage this morning. Yeah, it's fantastic. No, I had the same crappy room you did, but it was fine. Shower was good.
We had a
bed
nice
was
dinner,
good.
a couple
TV worked.
drinks. It was nice. We had a good cohesive night.
All right. If you watched yesterday's hockey game, especially if you're not a hockey fan, I'd love to get your take on it the day after. Was it good enough for you to now say, you know what? I'm going to try to watch Jack Hughes play for the Devils. I'm going to try to watch, the tanking Rangers. I'm going to try to watch the playoff-bound Islanders. I'm wondering where it ranks for you in regards to what you do in the future. Because I think as a standalone event, it was a 10 out of 10. And yet, I have no interest in watching an NHL game more so than I did prior to watching the gold medal game.
I don't think it has any lingering effect. I don't think it has any staying power. It was yesterday. It was awesome.
And it's a wrap.
We all loved it. Now we forget about it.
All right, we'll get your calls.
I don't think it has much staying power.
888-808-1019.